How awesome is this? Yesterday when we were meandering down the main street of Winton, their little library, which is great, such a good little library there on the main street, had a cart out the front with a sign that made me giggle, and it said, "Free books, please don't take my trolley," which I just loved. But anyway, we picked up a couple of new books for Jasper to read.
Fantastic. It's a take whatever you like, just don't take the trolley. Yeah. Now, on that, I find Winton is one of the safest places that you could probably visit as far as an outback location, remote.
Stepped into my life, such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all. But look at us now, I could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Strangers again. We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Again, I thought we'd never fall. Could have tried much harder. Now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. But look at us now, we could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Strangers again. We're like strangers again.
It was a case of being just a few inches too short to reach the water tap. Good job.
Yep, that's it. You go for it.
Is it that way?
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Boom.
It's that way.
Alright, what's our first thing we do? That's it. Oh, that's perfect, mate. Righto. Next step.
Trying to get lefty.
Hang on, before we do that, what do we do?
What?
Or what do we do with the water?
Oh, yeah.
Just run it for a few seconds, other way.
Hang on.
You got it, mate. There we go.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, that's 4, enough. Now turn it off.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We actually go for 10 seconds.
Okay, perfect.
So, push it down and then push it up. And voila! This is actually, that's drinking water. So, are we going to put it into drinking tank?
Yeah, we are. I feel confident that this is going to be good to drink. Reverse osmosis.
Even though we've got a 10-litre water box in there.
Even though.
I thought we'd never fall. Could have tried much harder. Now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. But look at us now, we could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are.
Okay, so we're just driving around looking for the best spot to park up for a couple of nights here in Winton. It is at the Longhole Waterhole, and the ground's fine. It's super hard. I don't think you'd want to be out here, anywhere out here in wet weather. You can just see the state of the ground, obviously, from a lot of rain and then a lot of sun. So it's a bit bumpy, but all good. There's plenty of other vans out here. Anyway, our episode's about to go live, so we better find ourselves a good spot and park up so that we can chat to you guys live on the episode. Bye.
We'd end up this way, like strangers again. Strangers again. Like strangers again. Strangers again. Strangers again. Strangers again.
Winton, don't we love it here? Talk about finding probably the most quintessential Outback Queensland township. This whole place is awesome. We're going to give you our highlights. If you've got a short amount of time like we have, we're going to give you a few to pick and choose from. But we wanted to mention that we did come here for a week about 2.5, 3 years ago, and we stayed for 3 weeks. That's how much there was and how impressed we were by it. So we've got 2 dedicated episodes that you can check out if you want a lot more of the juice of what this town has to offer.
Yeah, we'll pop those links in the description down below so you can reference back to them. There's so much to do here, and it is just awesome. It's like being in a giant movie set. I mean, the main street itself is just so beautiful, isn't it?
Well, it is, and in fact, a lot of films have been produced out here, a lot of famous box office hits as well. And if you can get here in June, they have the Vision Splendid Outback Film Festival. We attended this a couple of years ago, and it was fantastic. There is almost 3,000 people converge on this little town, and it is a happening place.
Yeah, it's bustling, all right. And in fact, I just read in the Matilda Country magazine that Jasper's currently reading at the moment.
Hello.
There's a new festival coming up in September called the Outback Festival as well. So we'll pop links through to both the Vision Splendid and the Outback Festival. But when there's plenty of people here, this town is awesome.
All right, we're going to give you the real quick wrap up, and as I said, all of the details, if you want the full story, you can check out one of those 2 episodes, and the link is in the description of this episode.
Okay, we've made notes so we don't miss anything. So the Waltzing Matilda Centre.
Waltzing Matilda. Well, I tell you, yes, this has got a pretty rich and epic history in itself, and the funding that has gone into the modern day version of the Matilda Centre is the #1 attraction here for good reason. You'll need a good 3 to 4 hours to get through this display. It's interactive, it's informative, and it's moving as well. You will absolutely love this experience.
Yeah, it's world class.
There's a story about an old man, a swan. Come and bottom but Matilda Langani. Come on, waltzing Matilda with me.
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda.
Another world-class experience out here is the Australian Age of Dinosaurs.
Now, you don't have to be a kid to get a kick out of this place. Talk about being remote. I mean, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, up on this jump up, and as you said, Katie, and then a world-class experience. Absolute must-do.
Yeah, so good. Okay, on the dinosaur theme, because this is, I guess, the dinosaur capital of Australia.
Of the world.
Yes, is the Lark Quarry. It's the Dinosaur Stampede, or the tracks as they're known as. We jumped on a tour with Vicky from Red Dirt Tours, who we highly recommend. She was just an awesome tour guide, and she does a number of different tours around town and in the region. But if you don't want to drive the 120 odd kilometres on the dirt road out to see the trackways, jump on Vicky's awesome four-wheel drive bus.
Yes, indeed. Love that. If you're normally the designated driver, you will love this experience. Make sure that you enjoy a little bit of a cheese platter, a glass of wine on the tour out at the quarry.
So good.
And Vicky, as you said, super informative and just a brilliant host.
Yes, and another place that Vicky tours to is the Rangelands, and we got to experience that as well, and that is just epic landscape. If you can go on a sunset tour, so beautiful. Yeah,
again, that's another opportunity to take a bottle of wine with you, and it's on a private property, so you really need to get on her tour to access this.
Yes, now a favourite of Jasper's is the musical
Band.
Yes.
Da, 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 da. We might go there next. Yeah. Actually, we're going to show you some footage now from Jasper when he was 3, believe it or not, giving us his rendition of Waltzing Matilda.
Okay, now coming back into town, there's so much to see and do just in the main street. Make sure you stop in and say g'day to Joe at the Opal Miner shop.
This guy is the authentic real deal as far as opal miners go. He even starred on the, I think it was called the Opal Hunter. Anyway, he's a character and a great storyteller. And then if you've got your wallet with you, you'll be able to spend plenty of money in there because there's some outstanding jewellery as well presented by his wife.
Hi, I'm Joe Taranto. This is the Opal Miner shop, and you go through the Opal Walk, which has all the history about Opalton. It does take you out to the open air cinema, which has a museum there, and in through the Opal Walk there's a fossicking area there for the kids to help themselves find a beautiful gem. And we do have a cutting demonstration on the entrance here, and in our shop we have some beautiful Boulder Opal jewellery for anyone to purchase and take away. Prior to coming to the shop, I've been mining for 30 years, since 1989, out in the Opal fields, a place called Mainside and Vergemont Station, and it's what I do for a living and just love mining. The beauty of this opal, it's a natural gemstone. It doesn't need faceting to look beautiful. It doesn't even need to be polished when you split it. It's Australian national gemstone, and whoever sees it falls in love with it. You've got to come here and have a look yourself to believe it. It fills up a certain amount, and that's what they call matrix.
Holy moly. No! Isn't that beautiful, Jasper?
It's like a rainbow.
It is like a rainbow.
Every colour of the rainbow. You're right, kiddo.
Oh yes, and the opals are amazing out here. And on that, if you do want to get further afield, the town of Opalton, which we have yet to explore.
Yeah, we made it halfway and then the weather turned bad, and luckily we turned back. Actually, Joe said to me when we got back to town, mate, you're lucky, you would have been stuck out there for 2 weeks. So, yeah, check the weather.
Yeah, good tip. Okay, just up from Joe's is the Royal, the open air theatre. If you're not coming out during the Vision Splendid, it's definitely worth going and having a look at this beautiful heritage building.
Yeah, there's also the gallery and museum and a bit of history there as well. During the Vision Splendid, we got to enjoy a silent movie night with an organist playing the track to the film. What an experience that was.
Yeah, so good.
Awesome.
Okay, if you're out here in summer, you're definitely going to want
a beer.
Well, that's not what I was going to say, but yes, you will want a beer. And lucky for you, there's 4 awesome pubs in town.
The pub scene here, I think if you can stay close by and you really don't have to drive, this would be the best pub crawl that you could probably find yourself doing.
Yeah, I mean, the North Gregory, it's just beautiful to look at. Of course, it's been made famous by many films.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, the Australian behind us. I mean, you can't not come and have a beer at the Australian. Then there's the Tattersalls just on the corner, and the Winton, which is just a block or 2 away from the main street. So plenty of choice and great meals at all of those as well.
One of the highlights, if you go to the North Gregory, is the experience around Australian poetry with Gregory North. Okay, he's an Australian poetry champion, and he also retells the story of the famous Waltzing Matilda, Banjo Patterson, and it's believed that Waltzing Matilda was first publicly performed in the North Gregory. So some great history here.
Yeah, just awesome. Now, what I was going to say is if you're out here in summer, stop off at the swimming pool. It's really awesome. It's a great pool. In fact, we celebrated Jasper's 4th birthday here quite a few years ago. But for a few bucks to go in and cool down, they've done it really well, and there's slides and things for the kids too. So
It is fantastic for such a remote community to have a pool facility of this quality. Awesome.
Yeah, okay, looking at my notes, done that. Okay, as far as, I guess, facilities in town goes, it's got everything you need. There's a number of different grocery stores. There's a great fruit and veggie barn that we stocked up at last time. In fact, I need to do that after we film this.
Look, there is a medical centre. Unfortunately, I broke my ankle out here last time we were here.
Yeah, for the second time.
And so to be able to get x-rays and get looked after was great. There's a pharmacy in town. I mean, there's fuel stops. There's a General Motors mechanics centre. There's a hardware store. Everything you need is here.
Yeah, post office, chemist, you name it. There's also a couple of dump points. We were just chatting on the way in from our campsite. You know, you drive around the country and you always see those RV-friendly signs when you pull into little towns. Not all of them are that RV friendly. Well,
this
Winton
place is.
Yeah,
absolutely. Plenty of opportunities to get fresh water as well. And there are more caravan parks here than you can believe. We actually are staying out of town at the Waterhole. We'll show you that next. For now, I think it's time for us to grab a couple of beverages and happy hours.
We should. The last thing, because there always is with us.
There is always.
There's 2 really great photo opportunity signs, and one is the Way Out West sign, which is just near town. And if you're driving in from Longreach, as you enter into town, you'll see the big Winton letters. So make sure you stop, get a selfie. We're going to put the drone up.
Love it. All right, Winton, it's a place to come. If you've got 2 nights, that's okay. If you've got 2 weeks, that'd be perfect. Thank you, Winton. All right, let's go grab that drink. Here we go, Winton, Woodham Petroleum Services. Never been to one of those before. And thank you, Woodham, $1.98.9. I think that's the cheapest fuel we've had in ages. So thanks for that. All right, we thought we'd get filled up tonight because we'll leave tomorrow fairly early in the morning. We'll actually head back to camp shortly, hitch up and be ready to roll probably around 7 a.m. Heading down through Longreach, the other home and birthplace of Qantas. And we'll have a sneaky look around there, but we're not going to stay. That does deserve a few days as well, but we'll be in and out, keep on rolling down to Barcaldine, as Katie called it and got corrected last time. And we've got a pretty special campsite there known as McBride's Bore. Can't wait to get on the road. Good night for now.
I think I might be hooked on you. I love the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right.
That's good. How awesome is this? Yesterday when we were meandering down the main street of Winton, their little library, which is great, such a good little library there on the main street, had a cart out the front with a sign that made me giggle, and it said, "Free books, please don't take my trolley," which I just loved. But anyway, we picked up a couple of new books for Jasper to read.
Fantastic. It's a take whatever you like, just don't take the trolley. Yeah. Now, on that, I find Winton is one of the safest places that you could probably visit as far as an outback location, remote. The community is awesome. Everyone knows your name.
Everybody's really friendly. Like even at the survey yesterday afternoon when we were filling up with fuel, everybody was just leaving their cars running, doors open, in they'd go to pay. I mean, which
isn't what you normally see, I have to say. So, yeah, I don't know who would take the trolley other than maybe a traveller who thinks, oh,
that'd be handy.
A handy trolley.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on with the show. We are leaving Winton. We're heading through to Barcaldine. Barky. And we've got an awesome campsite there, set on over 1 million acres. And you're the only person there.
It's amazing, actually. Yeah. David, the owner, has just texted me through some fast facts about the property, and it's awesome. So we can't wait to share that with you.
And just the directions, you know. Once you get to the Black Water Tower, chuck a left, drive for a few clicks,
Yeah.
and then you'll see a post. On that post, turn right, and then follow that dirt track till you get nowhere. Then chuck a left, you know.
And look for the windmill.
Look
So-
for the windmill and a yellow big tub.
That's exactly right,
Oh,
yeah.
we're giving it away.
And if you see dingoes, let me know, because I've got to sort that out. There's some other words in there. Okay, so before that is Longreach, which would have to be one of the, I think, most visited and famous destinations that you could find in the Outback. We're going to kind of fly through because we are doing a special on that in a couple of
Soon,
months.
yeah.
So stay tuned for that. But we'll still stop and grab a little bit of footage and give you some highlights.
Yeah.
But we are going on to Barky. So
Yeah, so and Barky's only about 280 kilometres to our campsite, which is, I think, about 10k this side of town.
yes, that's
so
correct.
Longreach is about 180k down the road. So perfect timing to stop for a cup of tea.
For a cuppa and a bite. All right, ready to go?
He's busy
He's
reading.
really happy with his books, which is great. So
He's such a good kid. We've literally just...
most of the time, let's not overcook it here.
We've just pulled him out of bed. I mean, as far as travelling goes, and in fact, I'm
You
going
are,
to talk
mate. You are.
a little bit
Except for
about
those eye rolls. Yeah, keep going.
how to keep kids occupied in the car coming up. But he's such a good traveller, isn't he?
He is amazing, mate. We feel very blessed that the Jasperoo is such a dude. Caravanning with kids. A lot of questions come in around that. And whether you are caravanning with kids or not, you got grandkids, you will love this info that Katie has put together. Some really interesting stuff there that can probably help everyone. All right, let's get on the road.
Righto.
Good? He's
Hey,
in the
should we
zone.
swap?
He's in the zone.
You're going to stick the drone up?
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
You make me nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. I love the things you said to me. It seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. I love the things you did for me. It seems like you're dropping clues. There's no need to rush, so let's just take our time. Dropping everything, 'cause you're stuck on my mind. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.
How you going, little man? What do you got?
We were meant to be. We were meant to
Ninja Warrior. Got the cup of tea going on the induction cooktop. It's about to boil. Absolutely one of my favourite things is to pull over in these completely remote places.
Ting.
We're probably about 65 kilometres west of Longreach and 120 kilometres east of Winton. And here we go, boom, on the boil. Whoa, you've got to get in there. Once it boils, doesn't it?
Don't turn your back on it.
Oh, love it. Especially when it's a bit chilly on the willy. Get a cup of tea.
Ooh, wind is chilly.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, look at this beautiful spot to pull up.
It is something that we should give a really great compliment to, is that it doesn't matter whether we're in WA, South Australia, Northern Territory, Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, wherever we have been, Tassie. Thank you, yes. The roadside stops, the level of care, the rubbish removal, it is amazing. And it seems in the 4 years that we've been travelling that it has gotten better and better. So either there's been some really great funding increases there, or the people who are doing this, you know, work to keep these amenities clean. It wouldn't, you know, possibly be the best gig in the world, would it? But they're out there doing it, and makes our travel so much better.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the fact that at a lot of these roadside stops you can actually pull up and free camp for a night or two as well is just awesome.
Yep, spot on. All right, we'll get this cup of tea. We actually got them in our takeaways. Love our Yeti cups. They're great. There's plenty of other versions of these on the market. We should actually try and see if there's an Aussie brand, but they've done the job for us really well. We're happy with it. So, all right. What's really great about the induction, as we've said before, boom, look at that. You can touch it. I mean, it's still hot, but it's, you know, it's not so hot that you can't, you know, put it away. All right, let's get on the road, Jack.
Okay. I think I need a bicky. Scotch
Out
finger.
of the fort! Ting ting!
We got choc chip biggies.
I bought some yesterday at the spa.
Yes! You ripper, who cares if they cost $32?
They were on special.
Were they?
I got them. That was $2.50. I was so pleased.
To get 2 packets.
To me, trying to find another way to say this, but I think you were meant to be with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me, trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.
How's this for a great background? It is, of course, Longreach. Now, we're not staying this time around, but we will be coming back through in a couple of months' time. But we really wanted to just stop and give you an idea of just some of the experiences that you can do here in Longreach. Of course, this is the Qantas Founders Museum behind me. Look at that, it is so impressive. I can't wait to do the wing walk experience. When we came through a couple of years ago, unfortunately, most of the experiences were closed due to COVID, so that's one that I've had on my bucket list for a while. Across the road is the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame, which looks so impressive. World-class facility over there as well. And then there is so much else on offer, from cruises to Cobb & Co stage tours to a new experience that I know is high on Jasper's bucket list, and that is the Outback Rail experience. So plenty to do here, and we will cover it all off in an upcoming episode. But for now, we're going to continue on down to Barkey. We can't wait to get to our campground.
Wow, I tell you what, the Dinosaur Stampede here at Lark Quarry Conservation Park, it is actually a national monument here in Australia. It is incredible.
It's absolutely mind-blowing. This is the only known site of its kind in the entire world, and it hosts over 3,000 footprints of real dinosaurs that actually walked on this very ground behind us.
I love the storytelling here.
every footprint tells a story. I mean, there's this large predator chasing all these much smaller dinosaurs. They believe to be about 150 of them. It would have been an epic situation to have seen, and to have it preserved here and uncovered for everyone to enjoy is incredible. As far as a family experience, Jasper absolutely loved it. And kids under 5 are free.
Which is awesome.
Which is great. So it is a must-do. It is a bit of a hike to get here. Fortunately, we came out with Vicky from Red Dirt Tours. She takes you off the beaten track, off the main highway, gets you out to places that you otherwise would not have access to. I got a day off driving.
Oh, in the huge 4-wheel drive truck too, which is just awesome.
And air conditioned.
And her knowledge has been amazing. She
Incredible.
is the ultimate tour guide, letting us know about the flora and the fauna in the area and the history. Such a fantastic day.
And really the best part out of it is truly not having to drive out in your own vehicle. It's all taken care of. It also included morning tea, lunch, and now we're about to head back on the truck on the way back to Winton. But before that, Vicky has prepared some fruit salad. Absolutely a wonderful experience and a must-do when you come to Winton.
Oh, and this is amazing!
Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly Go RV magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family and happy trails.